of the books thrown around. This is crazy. These are the old desks.
Can you lift it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Good.
Chris from Urbex Hill visited Holton Avenue in East Cleveland, a town known for its high crime rates and many abandoned buildings. Having visited the street before, Urbex Hill returned with the intent to uncover more of its eerie secrets. But this time, he chose to return at night, a decision that he would come to regret. His first stop was at an abandoned Baptist church, and as he wandered through the halls of this decaying structure, he heard a noise coming from the next room.
I think that's an animal.
Searching for the source, he found nothing, but moments later, something else happened.
That's weird. That was upstairs. Oh shit.
Unable to find whatever was causing the noises, Chris made the smart decision to leave the building. He relocated to another abandoned building, where he found a basement.
Oh, that looks creepy as fuck. I don't know if I'm gonna go down there.
In typical Urbex Hill fashion, he went down anyway.
Hope I don't find a body down here. It actually looks like it's just underneath the house. It's not really a basement. Still creepy.
His bravery was tested when a noise in the basement sent him rushing back upstairs. But what awaited him outside the basement door was something he could never have anticipated.
Sorry. I didn't know nobody lived there.
At this point, he realized the building wasn't as abandoned as he initially thought. Later, while reviewing footage from his time in the church, Chris had set up standby cameras downstairs while he followed the sounds, and 5 minutes after the door to the room closed, one of his cameras captured something else. So who or what was that? Would you venture into one of these abandoned buildings alone? On the 3rd of January 2024, Danny's plan was simple, yet uncertain. He would search for a bothy, a small hut tucked away in the Scottish Highlands. This was going to be his third night inside of one, and though the past two had passed quietly, he couldn't shake the feeling that this time might be different. The building he sought was called the White Lagan, resting near the shores of Loch Dee. With firewood strapped to his pack, he trekkled steadily through the cold air, just in case the place held no dry wood to burn.
I've said this before, there's beauty around every corner, and this is what I mean. You couldn't see that from down there, but then bam, look at this. Single person on this hike yet, but that's how most of my days go in the winter. I like that, I get to do this in the winter mostly, and then the summer job, I'm just at one place, so I miss all the crowds when I'm out in nature. There's my home in the distance. Let me zoom in. It's got the nice Scottish flag on it. Let's go see what it looks like. I've had people say
He finally reached his destination for the night and decided to check out what he was dealing with.
oh nice, bunk beds. Alright, sweet. Nice and cozy. Said I wanted to take up fishing. Really sweet. You see some pretty weird shit written on doors. That's normally the shit you see. Smoke that shit. And that's a common one. If you can see it, it says fuck Bill Gates. That one, little coordinates. Think I'm gonna go check it out? Hell no. But I'm sure someone's just joking.
By afternoon, he had settled down to cook some food. However, he was interrupted.
Of course, I will top it off with a little mustard. Looks like more people are coming, but they've drove it. I didn't even know you could drive on this road.
He went out to meet them, and they told him that they had been to another bothy and were searching for more. But before leaving, they mentioned he might have overnight guests. He went back, and for now the hut was his. A fire to light, a meal to finish, and a bed waiting.
We have dinner fit for a little hippie. Simple and delicious. Time to get this fire started. Let's get this place nice and toasty. This will probably be me for most of the night now. I just get my music on, enjoy this beautiful fire, and then get back outside tomorrow in my hammock.
Danny was brainstorming tomorrow's plans while sitting by the fire, until he heard an unmistakable sound.
I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use. Oh, maybe this is the guests.
He went to check, expecting the family he had met earlier to be coming inside, but there was nobody there.
No one there. I don't know if that's just the people fucking with me or something. I don't know if that's something they do, but I don't think it would be that family. It was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see.
A few moments later, the knocking returned.
I was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on, but I've not heard of any haunted bobbies or anything. I've never had weird shit. For fuck's sake. I just wanted a nice little bobby night. fun night.
He couldn't shake the feeling that maybe somebody was messing with him, but things only got stranger.
They're walking around into the room, and then I go in there, and it just stops. Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it. Yeah, cameraman never dies, right?
Morning came and he packed his gear, ready to get out of this place.
Good morning. Had a bit of an experience last night. Not really sure what was going on. Thought it was just people knocking the door and running away that were camping nearby, but it didn't seem like that when I went outside. Couldn't really explain what was happening next door with the noises, but I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy. But if you are into...
This was the first time Danny had ever experienced something that could be classed as paranormal. However, he mentioned numerous times throughout the video that he was not a believer in ghosts. TP Urbex, a famous YouTuber, embarked on what would become one of his most unsettling adventures yet. On January 20th, 2023, he teamed up with fellow urban explorer Nature Bandolo to investigate an abandoned school in Indiana. But what began as a routine exploration quickly spiraled into a chilling experience neither of them will forget. Duner Pulaski Middle School, built in 1923, once thrived as an elementary school before evolving into a middle school. By 2009, however, its academic decline marked the beginning of its end, as the state shut its doors permanently in 2015. Since then, the building became a magnet for vandalism, shootings, and fires, reflecting the broader challenges faced by Gary, Indiana, where nearly 20 schools have been shut down.
Like, this is the locker room, and it is just full of all of the football equipment, shoulder pads even, helmets up here. This is one of the coolest locker rooms I've ever seen. I've never seen so much stuff left behind. You want to? Yeah, let's go, let's go.
As they wandered through the items left behind, something happened that made their blood run cold.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, it sounds like it. It's fine, don't run, bro. We're fine. Oh, shit, bro. It's fine. Here. Go this way. Yo! Hello?
Man, this private property, man.
Oh, we're getting out of here right now. I'm sorry.
I'm the owner.
Okay, hey, we're getting out of here. We were just taking some pictures, bro.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
I'm sorry. We just saw a window.
No, Dre.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Dre!
Please.
Dre, what the fuck?
Bro, please.
Chill the fuck out.
Please, bro, please. We'll leave right here. I'm so sorry, bro.
I'm not doing no fair.
We're just taking some pictures, man.
Dre!
Please, I'm so sorry, sir.
Dre, I get it.
I'm so sorry.
Dre!
No, we weren't looking for anyone, man.
What am I telling you, bro?
I'm sorry.
Tell all y'all friends I'm coming here.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, for sure.
I'm the owner.
For sure, bro. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
This just goes to show how quickly an encounter can escalate into violence in abandoned buildings like these.
Right now. We almost got our ass whooped in there, bro.
Bro, he was holding a fucking metal rod. Dude, I thought he was gonna kill me, bro. I was begging for my life, dog.
Finally, we got a fucking footage of something.
Okay guys, so it's been about a year since we almost lost our lives inside this abandoned school right here.
1 year later, TP Urbex returned for one final visit before the school was gone forever. By then, new owners had stepped forward with plans to revive the property, but its condition had deteriorated further since his last visit.
Rotting away. Oh my gosh. All these years, all these books have been left here. They've even got more down there, next to these super rotted chairs. They even have an old schedule still in the door of this classroom right here. Wow, that is so cool. Still have all of the books thrown around. This is crazy. These are the old desks that they had set up in here. Privacy ones so people couldn't see what you were doing. But yeah, they just left all the books.
As he wandered through the crumbling auditorium, he stumbled upon something unnerving.
on the stage. I'll throw the clip in right here for you guys to see. But I don't know if this is it. It's gotta be it. That's crazy. Super creepy. Look at that. That's dried blood. But looking back here, all of the seats are still preserved after all of these years. You can still see the design.
Despite the unsettling discovery, this visit was free of any encounters. Coincidentally, it was his birthday, a bizarre gift from the universe, allowing him to say goodbye to a place that had haunted his thoughts for an entire year. Dan Bell and his friend pulled off the road after spotting something strange. At first glance, it looked like an overgrown field, but tucked away behind the trees was something else.
Maryland. My friend Dan and I are driving around, and we came across this pull-off area here. May have been a business at one time, but anyway, back here is an old graveyard. And there's Dan going into the old graveyard, but let's walk back and look at it.
The explorers soon realized this was once farmland, and the families who lived and worked the soil were now buried here together. Not far from the graveyard, there was a road that led them into another strange discovery, an entire neighborhood erased. Among the ruins, they found something even more unsettling.
I didn't realize it was made from sticks. It's like an old fort.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's made of sticks. Yeah, somebody's living here. I can see a broom.
They decided to enter the shack, and were hit hard by a very sharp, foul smell. Searching for the source, they found something baffling and deeply disturbing.
It stinks like death. Smell.
It does.
Do you think there's a body in here?
I'm going to find out. Anyone in here? What the fuck is in there? Looks like bags of fat.
Bags of fat.
Okay.
Damn.
The tension grew as every possible explanation only made the situation creepier.
Oh my
Dan,
God.
what is in that?
I mean, I don't think it's a melted person. You can see bones and stuff.
What's back here?
Determined to uncover the truth, they searched around the area and stumbled upon fragments of what confirmed their worst fears.
Is that a bone?
What about that gold thing?
No, the other thing. No, it's not. That's where that... Dan, it's something that stink in there, that's where the stink is coming from.
Right.
They went back into the hut to take another look and finally agreed it was what they thought from the beginning.
I don't see any... Well, those look like parts. Look.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Just as they were about to leave, a patrol cop arrived on the scene providing answers to the mystery. According to the cop, a man was indeed living there and was feeding on stray cats. So that's probably what they saw in the freezer.
Before, and then we saw that, and we were just... fascinated. It looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's got bones hanging from the trees and all kinds of shit.
We know. He's not a bad guy, though.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, thank you.
Relief washed over them knowing the man hadn't returned while they were there. But one question lingered. If he had been inside recently, why were there no footprints, no sign of a car or tracks? The lack of evidence left them puzzled and uneasy as they drove away, leaving behind a haunting memory of their horrifying discovery.